Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another board game night where we're going to play some Battlestar Galactica, and this time I am joined by a quadre of really scary and intimidating people. We've got the beautiful and sexy Arumba, the beautiful and sexy Knorr, the beautiful and sexy Briarstone, and the beautiful and sexy EnterElysium. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey
Hi.
there.
Greetings.
I've never felt this welcome before.
Hey. Well,
Apparently,
after
we're all
that
beautiful and
drubbing
sexy.
you handed me in Blood Bowl, I feel that I'm now intimidated by you, and I have to treat you as nicely as possible.
Well, good. I'm not a Cylon, by the way.
Of course not. No one's a Cylon yet. We'll see what happens soon, though.
Quill, this doesn't look like CK2 or EU4. I'm very confused.
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
But
You can
okay.
still have CBs on the other players. Declare
Oh.
war. Mm-hmm. This actually make an excellent CK2 mod. Would be a pretty intense modification. Anyway,
There is one actually.
there's a
There's
Battlestar one?
It's not the. It's like what's that one? There's a space-based version of CK2. Is the point?
What?
Wow. It's
Mm.
amazing.
Yeah, there is one.
Well, that's gonna annoy a bunch of space nerds.
You can hear people furiously Googling right now.
Well, we'll have to check that out. So, some of the people are new, at least, well, one person. Arumba's never played before. Elysium and Knorr have only played a tiny little bit of vanilla. Briarstone's played a bit more with me. And we are going to be adding in the Daybreak expansion this time, which is actually the newest expansion for the game, but is also possibly the most well-designed, sort of balanced. Doesn't radically change everything, just makes it better. And we'll also be playing with a Cylon fleet board, and we'll see how that works as we start playing the game. It does change things a little bit in how we get attacked. A lot of people really wanted to see the Cylon fleet board, so we're going to add that in. And I guess with that, we can start choosing characters. What I'll do is I'll roll a die to see who the first player is going to be. We've got 5 of us. We don't have a player 7. We don't have a player 8. Come on. 3. Player number 3 is Knorr. So if you
Okay.
go and click the characters button at the top of the screen, you'll get all the character cards open. Now, we're not going to play with a Cylon leader. Also, by the way, if anyone out there has not watched this TV show yet, there will be spoilers. Sorry. Stop right now, go watch the entire series, and then come back. So, Knorr, as is, you have free choice. Absolutely any character you would like to pick, you can do it. In the Military Leaders tab, the higher up you pick there, the more likely you are to be the Admiral. For example, if you do pick William Adama, you'll be guaranteed the Admiral title, for example. Same thing under Political Leaders for the Presidency. Also under the Pilots tab, the highest ranked pilot will become the CAG, the Captain of the Air Group. And then finally, there's a support tab that doesn't come with any titles, but tends to involve a lot of engineering and repair cards, which are pretty useful as well. Hopefully, we'll have at least a couple people maybe with some repair cards.
Yeah, I remember repair being really important in the base game, but since I am first, I think I'm gonna pick or am I? Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna pick my favorite, so I'm gonna be Tom, the political leader version, that is.
Oh, the political leader version of Tom Zarek?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me go ahead and drag that down to the board over here. Tom Zarek. All right, so now that is one political leader consumed. So next up in the queue, so that was player 3. So player 4 is Briarstone. So Briarstone has to pick either a military leader, a pilot, or a support. He cannot pick a political leader right now.
Okay.
I will point out with the Cylon fleet board, we will certainly want, well, we sort of need to have at least one pilot, and a second pilot might be a really good idea with the Cylon fleet board, especially since we're not playing with the Pegasus option.
Okay.
What if you just pick a Cylon leader?
Well, you can technically, although I'm going to discourage it for here just to try to keep things a little bit simpler. The Cylon leaders are really weird because they have like really sort of conflicted loyalties, mixed loyalties. You don't know if they're actually siding with the Cylons or the humans until the very end of the game. They can kind of go each way. It's really weird.
Well,
Next time we'll play with some Cylon leaders maybe.
I'm thinking about Sherman Cottle.
Oh, Doc Coddle.
I think so. I think I'm going support.
Now, do note you cannot use actions printed on engineering cards. So even though you'll have repair cards, you won't be able to use them to repair things. Just keep that in mind. He is very cool.
Yeah. I could still add to the skill checks, which I guess is the only thing I'm worth it at the moment.
Yes, you still
The
can.
quarantine is pretty good though.
Yeah, it's not bad. He's still a good choice. We've never played with Doc Coddle. You could go ahead and grab him. He's totally fine.
Okay. Now, how do I take to hand? Why is it not letting me?
You can, I'm not sure, but you could just drag it to your character hand if you want, or I've put it on the side of the board, so you can always refer to things over there as well.
Okay.
All right, so that was player 4. So player 5 is EnterElysium.
Ooh.
So again, you have your choice of military leader, pilot, or support technically, but I would not recommend a second support. Although we will need people with some engineering skill to repair, since Doc Coddle cannot. So I don't know if there's a good option.
I'm a bit tempted by Hilo.
Hilo is very good. He actually comes in 2 versions.
There's
the military leader version or the pilot version.
Ooh. Oh, I haven't seen this pilot version. If you're not on...
Yeah, unlike the military one, he doesn't start off stuck on Caprica for the first turn of the game. He gets to play right from the start.
Is there a difference in his hierarchy of leadership?
Yeah, Carl, no, I don't think it is. I think he's got the same exact hierarchy.
Okay, I'll play the pilot version just because I haven't played him before. Although it's a lot less flattering picture.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately. And he doesn't have his, like, crazy, insanely good, like, reroll die ability, which is very strong.
Wait, can I go
but
with
he's got
that
some other
instead?
stuff going on.
The reroll die, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I'll go with that one then. I know to play him.
Alright, you went with the military version?
Yeah, I'll play the military version. It also means I get to do nothing for the first turn, so you can't blame me if anything goes wrong.
That's right. So then I will have to pick a pilot. Well, or I could pick a support, but I'm going to go and pick a pilot. And I'm trying to remember. I think I played as Apollo last time. Now, Apollo is still very, very, very strong. And he gets a lot of cards as an option. But I might play as Boomer. She's incredibly strong. I'm probably going to spend the second half of the game entirely in the brig, which is kind of annoying. But everyone loves a little Boomer, right?
Of course.
How do I add my card to the desk, by the way?
Your card to the what?
The
Oh, I forgot to do that. You're right. I'll take care of it.
Cool.
You drag the picture, not the name.
Ah, that's what I was going wrong.
But there you go. So last but certainly not least, we have Arumba, player 2. Who...
Okay.
Oh, I guess I could have chosen a political leader. I forgot about that.
Am I restricted to a category?
You can take a political leader or a support.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, no. You can literally take anyone you want. I forgot. We've got Tom Zarek as a political figure already. And right now, it's shaping up to be President Tom Zarek, as terrifying as that is.
Yeah.
What? What?
And I think Admiral Carl Agathon.
Well, that's always a good idea. Healer's amazing.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, it would be Admiral Hilo, President Tom Zarek, and CAG Boomer. Unless you pick someone who's higher up in the hierarchy in any one of those categories.
Although, how many people do we have to kill until we can have President Admiral Doc Coddle?
Everybody.
I'm thinking that's going to be a hell of a lot of people.
Everybody has to die.
All right, I'm gonna go with Gaius Baltar, political leader.
Ooh.
Wow, shifty, very shifty.
I like that guy. He is so weird in the show. I like him. He's messed up.
Guys, clearly we need to have a referendum right now, decide a new president, because that guy. I don't know. I don't trust him.
I don't trust Tom either.
Coddle is even in the succession list.
Really?
No, he must be just probably not complete here.
Well, to be honest, out of Tom...
Oh, no, there he is. He's 16th on the presidency. He is... Where is he on the Admiral track? He's going to be pretty low. He's 18th on the Admiral track. Yeah.
Look, if everybody dies, I can be president and admiral. I like it.
All right, and Roomba, you said you were taking Gaius Baltar, the political version?
Yes.
All right. All right, so President Gaius Baltar. Let me put out the titles here.
Such a good chance for us to have a Cylon, like, immediately.
So I will be the CAG.
Did I mess it up already?
It's scary.
Well, no, what's interesting is that Baltar draws 2 loyalty cards. He's slightly more likely to be a Cylon, and so does Boomer. But Baltar does it at the beginning of the game, and Baltar does it halfway through the game. So the two of us are going to be exceptionally suspect right from the beginning.
I see.
Well,
So
you
the loyalty
especially.
card. I get it. Okay. I didn't even realize loyalty meant that might mean you're a Cylon. I thought loyalty meant you're loyal.
No.
Loyal to humanity.
No.
And I think
Okay.
it was Carl, or it was Hilo that was the admiral.
Woohoo! The Admiral's not even on the Battlestar for the first turn.
That's true. You're stuck on another planet.
Talk about dereliction of duty.
Wow.
This is different.
Why wouldn't we name someone else to be the admiral while you're gone?
Because
That's
it's
the question.
Hilo. You just no one can like go against Hilo. He's amazing.
We have faith that you're not actually dead.
Yeah.
Apparently. Okay.
Well, the great thing is that he is kind of hot-tempered, and he has control of nukes now. That's great.
That is excellent.
Also,
There we
why
go.
am I on Caprica but Boomer isn't?
Well, because Boomer starts the show on the Battlestar Galactica. I don't know what you're
Boomer
thinking of.
Oh,
It's
okay,
everywhere.
okay.
Obviously, Boomer is on the Battlestar Galactica right from the start.
Yeah.
There's actually we don't have it because I don't have that expansion loaded, but there is the other version. There's the Athena version of Sharon Valeria as well in the game.
Ah.
And she's the only person that you can have both versions out at the same time.
Invite me again, please.
Oh, you got booted?
I dropped connection from server, so that's fun.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Come hither.
Yes, I'm back.
Now there's two of
Now,
you on my thing.
It should be okay.
Yeah.
Should be fine. Okay.
You accidentally fell out of an airlock.
I was not gone. I've been here all along. If you've been hearing rumors about me going around,
Clearly.
talking to, all I'm saying is that I'm a stand-up guy and I'm totally loyal.
Absolutely. So we're going to find out exactly what our loyalties are in a second here. Oh, this is not actually have the start of the game. Okay, that's fine. So at the start of the game, first, I guess we'll do our loyalty cards. I'll have to build the deck. So if I go into the loyalty deck and bring up my cheat sheet one more time. Nope, not in there. There's too many places to set things. Oh, there we go. Loyalty cards. So we are playing a 5-person game with no Cylon leader. So there's going to be 2 You Are a Cylon cards. So shuffle into loyalty deck, shuffle into loyalty deck. There's going to be 8 You Are Not a Cylons to start off with. So the human ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which brings the deck up to 10. That's good. I always fuck up making the loyalty deck, which is why I'm extra paranoid here. But we're playing with Gaius and Boomer, so we've got to put in 1 extra card of each.
I'm sure it'll be fine, you guys.
What could possibly go wrong? Okay.
There is that.
Now we're going to get everyone to draw their loyalty cards. What you're going to do is if you haven't done it already, the cards button in the toolbar, you're going to click that and choose loyalty. And in the top left corner of this, you should see loyalty, and it should say cards 12 right now. This is what we're going to be drawing from. What you're going to do is you're going to right-click on that card and choose draw to hand. Everyone's going to do that for 1 card, except for Baltar, who's going to do it twice.
That's me, right? I don't even know who I am.
I hope so. And actually, that reminds me to rename people. So we've
Okay,
got
I've drawn it to my hand.
Baltar.
Okay. I've drawn 2. I am Baltar.
Okay.
Where do I view
We're
my
gonna-
hand?
Under players?
Players,
And
yeah.
Players.
Ah, okay, cool.
And you're playing as Hilo, right?
Yeah.
Elysium?
Yeah.
Okay. Nor you
So
were
I-
playing as...
Tall.
I see. I can see
Good
now
old
why
Tom.
having multiple loyalty cards is a really big disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you are a Cylon. Okay, good to know.
Oh, there.
No, not at all.
Good that we figured that
The guy who disconnected, he is the one who had the coincidental issue there. It's him.
Said everything that a Cylon would say.
Well, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure before I drew the loyalty card how I was gonna, where my loyalty lies. But now that I have my card, I can with confidence say that I am not a Cylon.
Right. Very
I'm
good.
not a Cylon either.
Here's
Well,
the
couldn't
thing.
you find out that you're a Cylon even though you didn't think you were a Cylon? Isn't that part of the
Yes. Halfway through the game, we will each be drawing 1 additional loyalty card, except for me. I will draw 2. So as far as we know, it's entirely possible that right now, everyone is human as far as they know. Or 1 person could be a Cylon, or 2 people could be a Cylon.
Everybody's at the brig, except for me.
All these things are indeed possible.
I just want to put it out there that as many games as I have played of this game, I have never once been a Cylon. And most, I would say probably 85% of those games, everybody thought I was.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
then
because you act like a crazy person.
I'm not.
You're definitely a Cylon now. You wouldn't say that if you
So-
were.
I'm a doctor.
Let's just agree that
Mhm.
we don't act like Cylons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
How do you not do that?
Close your ears. I'm going to deploy a Battlestar in the front, and it will play a sound file in Vassal. It might be loud. Oh, it didn't play it. All right, never mind.
Nope. Phew.
Completely random. So we've got, hang on, where did I have that? 1 base star, 3 raiders in front. Doomp. 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 And 2 civilian ships behind. Boomp and boomp. And then we've got 2 Vipers that are going to be deployed to the south. Note that we have 4 damaged Vipers right now. Those are Viper Mark 7s. They're better than the normal Vipers, but because they're computer equipment, they start the game damaged until we can repair them. Okay, excellent. We just dropped the Skype chat.
We have?
We did.
Did
There
we?
we go. There's a problem with the call, it says.
Ooh.
There is?
Oh,
I still
Knorr.
hear you.
All right, well, we'll keep going for now. Push comes to shove, we can switch over to a different voice chat for the next episode after the setup is done, basically.
Okay.
Now, everyone's got to draw their skill cards. However, at the start of the game, everyone will draw 3 skill cards. The exception is Tom Zarek. You don't draw any right now because you start, so you're going to draw normal cards. I mean, I suppose you can draw your cards now. So, Tom, you would draw 2 politics, 2 leadership, and 1 tactics. Everyone else in the game draws 3 skill cards. It can be from any pile that you're allowed to take from. And even like I have an engineering of 1, I am allowed to grab 3 engineerings at this point if I want.
And you're
So
which
everyone
now?
except Tom Zarek draw 3 skill cards from the stuff you're allowed to take.
Okay, and I can
Okay,
even
so
though
I
I'm
can take,
stranded.
like,
What's that?
I can even though I'm stranded, because it says I'm not allowed to take actions, but I'm still allowed to draw my initial cards, aren't I?
I believe so, yeah. Because you can still participate in skill checks.
So
You may
what's
not
the
move,
difference-
be moved, or take actions. Yeah, you can still participate in a skill check, so you can still get
Okay,
your skill
sweet.
cards.
When it says like 2 politics, 1 leadership, is it like skill levels or what does the number mean?
That's the number of cards you can take.
But
so-
not right now.
yeah,
not right now. So Tom Zarek, at the start of your turn, you will be taking. So right now you don't draw anything because you're going to be the first player. But you can. It's your turn, so you can actually go ahead and draw the cards you're supposed to at the start of your turn.
Okay.
So you would draw 2 politics card, 2 leadership cards, and 1 tactic.
And in this case, so this is like a chance to maybe draw cards you wouldn't normally have otherwise, or do you just
No.
draw whatever you want?
You have to draw from the stuff that's from your skill pool.
Okay, well I'm just gonna take 1 from each then. The simplest way of figuring
That's
it out.
exactly what I did.
No, but. Oh, sorry. You're not Tom Zarek. Never mind. I got confused. Yeah,
No, I'm,
one of
I'm
each
Guy
works totally
Spaltar.
fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna take 1 politics, 1 leadership, 1 engineering.
You can tell
Yeah?
because he's a Cylon.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're twice as likely as everyone else.
No, that's not
No.
true. That's not how the math works, and you know it.
Wait.
I'm pretty
I know
sure
how to
that
play
is.
this game. I know how to play
Actually-
this game.
Because there's more you are not a Cylon cards than you are a Cylon cards, the more cards you draw, the more likely it is that you're not a Cylon, right?
You'd have to
That
do.
sounds like Cylon talk to me.
It's not exactly twice, is my point, because as you draw cards down, the percentage chance of each
It's
draw
almost
being a
twice.
silent
It's actually
card is
more than
less.
twice.
It's actually, no, it's not. Just leave
Yes.
it alone. I disagree.
It
You
is
deny.
because we had 12 cards in the deck to start off with, right? So you draw the first one, and 2 of them are Cylon cards. So you draw the first card, you have a 1 in 6 chance of drawing a UR Cylon card. If you didn't, then that's 1 less you are not a Cylon card. So now it goes from 2 to 12 to 2 and 11. So your second card is even more likely to be a UR Cylon card.
Well, that's all fine, but I'm not a Cylon, so it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
of course you're not. I'm going to go ahead and construct the Destiny deck. So it's going to add in 2 Treachery cards and 2 of every other kind of card as well.
What if you were to say, instead of saying, because the more you deny being a Cylon, the more people look at you. But if you were to say, I am a Cylon, people would stop looking at you, right?
Well, yeah, because we boot you out the airlock.
That's what
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
normally would do.
Right. That's
What I
not
understand.
exactly what I meant, but okay.
All right, I think that is the setup completed.
Okay.
I don't think I've missed anything.
I'm scared.
So we can start the first turn. So Tom Zarek, have you drawn your cards?
I have.
Okay. So now you get. Oh, we didn't put our characters on the board. Hold on.
Nope.
Yeah, I was
So
wondering about
Zarek
that.
starts in administration. Why is this not alphabetical? Which is there. Doc
How do
Cottle
you-
starts in the research lab. Sherman Cottle starts in the research lab. Hilo starts somewhere else. Carl Agathon, we're just going to stick you over to the side. Oops, did it hide your thing? It did.
My character's greasy hair looks so suspect. This guy's he's a creepy man.
I start in the armory. That's not suspicious at all. And then
Oops, sorry.
where's that there?
Somehow
then-
I grabbed a token.
Gaius Baltar. I start in the research lab. And first thing I'm going to do is kill Doc Cottle. Well, that's wait. Oh, hold on. I'm not Gaius Baltar.
Wait.
I am.
Why did you kill Doc Cottle? He's a doctor.
You're getting confused.
I am. This problem is like it's always like that. The first few things is like last time I was this character, so I'm still this character, right? No, okay, I'm not. All right, Tom Zarek, you get a move action and an action action. So your move you can use to move to any other room on any ship on either Colonial 1 or Battlestar Galactica. However, if you move from one ship to another, you have to discard a skill card to do it. If you remain on the same ship, you can move to any room for free as your movement, and then you'll get to take an action.
Considering I'm not the president, I am going to go to the president's office and take 2 politics cards for my action. Because I'm going to drink all the whiskey juice that's left.
All right.
I like
How do you decide what to do? How do you know where to go?
Well,
you
usually it's about responding to threats. Tom Zarek has decided to be selfish and just take more cards for himself.
Very nice. Okay. I'm the president, right? You're stealing my booze.
Yeah, that's true.
well, it's in my belly now, so
It's very Tom Zarek.
come and get it.
Oh, here's something we forgot. I forgot to give quorum cards to the president. I believe you start with 2.
It says you start the game with 1 quorum card in your hand. You control the hand of quorum cards.
Okay, so if you go to the cards, you go quorum, draw 1 quorum card into your hand.
Cards. Quorum. What's a quorum card?
Quorum is they're like political actions, basically. Only the president gets to have quorum cards and play them.
They're
Hell yeah.
very strong.
Some of them are
Awesome.
like kind of mediocre or very mediocre, and some of them are insanely powerful. There is even one, I believe, that just lets you brig someone arbitrarily,
Sweet.
which
I'm
is
gonna
very
do that
bad
right
if
now.
if President Gaius Baltar is a Cylon. Honestly, I would feel a lot better if Baltar was not the president.
Me
Yeah,
too.
Don't know
Unless,
how I
of
feel
course,
about that,
Quill
but
is a
yeah.
Cylon and scared of Baltar.
Idea. We brig both of them.
Sounds good to me.
I like
It's unjustified.
Right. So the mechanics of so in the base game, administration lets you start a skill check to change the president, but in this version of it, it's slightly different. You can draw mutiny cards from administration. Also, if the president has mutiny cards, then we can swap the president's title to someone else. So the only way we can swap the presidency right now is if we get Gaius Baltar to have a mutiny card, and then someone uses the administration. So we'll just have to keep that in mind, just in case. Anyway, Zarek, that is your turn. So the very last thing we have to do is we have to do a crisis.
Yep.
So I will go and drop a crisis on the board. No one has any abilities they could use for these crises, right? Because Boomer's got a really strong one, but it's on my
I do,
turn.
but I can't use it because I'm off the board.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
So, cards. Crisis.
So, hang on. Just a quick question. Tom's Zarek's one of his abilities is friends in low places. So that basically only works in the brig now, because administration works differently on this.
It still works in the. It still works with administration, I would say.
Oh. Well, it changes the difficulty, and there's no difficulty
Oh, I
associated
see
with
what you're saying.
administration anymore.
Yeah, you're right then. So it only helps with the brigging.
Well,
All right.
I know a guy.
You do
So.
know a guy. Dropping a crisis. So,
Let's see.
Insubordinate Crew is our first crisis of the game. It is difficulty 12, which is quite high, especially considering only 2 colors are positive for it. The green and the purple. So leadership and tactics is good for it. If we pass the skill check, nothing happens. If we fail, we lose 1 morale, and each player that does not have a mutiny card gets a mutiny card, which we haven't looked at yet. It will also activate raiders and does not advance the jump prep, so that's kind of a really annoying card.
By the way, didn't you say that administration, if the president has a mutiny card, then you can brig them and take the president off them or something?
That's right.
So this will give the president a mutiny card.
That's true.
Plan.
I don't know how I feel about this
already.
This feels like the kind of sedition you would get from a Cylon.
I'm not even on the ship, so, I'm not going to say anything.
The Admiral, you're not even here. You've got the nukes with you, in your pocket.
Pocket nukes?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really strange.
Maybe I've gone back to Caprica on a one-way mission to grab the nukes because, we need them.
The nukes were on Caprica?
Maybe.
Sure, we'll go with that. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is add 2 cards from the Deck of Destiny to the skill check. 1, 2. Then the second thing is, it's the player to the left of the active player that puts in cards first. So Doc Coddle gets the first, crack at adding cards to the skill check. It might be a good idea as a group to say, are we going to try to complete the skill check? Are we going to let it fail?
I am dubious.
I will say that I cannot assist in this skill check.
The thing I worry about is that we don't actually have many of those cards, colors. We don't
have, yeah.
I have in my hand 2 green, 1 purple, but you guys, you're not going to be able to back me up much. And honestly, I don't have that much power in my hand right now.
Would be a bad thing if we spent what little cards we had and failed. So maybe we should just let it auto fail.
I think I can't help. I've got 1 green card, so I don't think I can help that much. I went heavy piloting.
Yeah, I'm fine with letting it fail.
What does mutiny cards do? They
let you do cool stuff. Usually at a cost. It'll be it does something that's good in exchange for something that's bad. The big problem is, if ever you get 2 mutiny cards, you're immediately sent to the brig.
Oh.
So you're encouraged to sort of use mutiny cards.
So how do you even do this skill check thing? I don't...
Well, what would happen is, we're going one at a time. So Doc Coddle, do you want to add any skill cards to the skill check? And if you did, what you would do is, in your hand, you would right-click on the card and say, move to skill check.
Yeah.
And it's done blind. It's all done face down. So anything for this skill check, green and blue cards are good. Every other color is bad. So assuming we're all human, we would want to try to add as many green and purple. Yeah, green and purple cards. We'd want to add as many of them as possible to try to succeed the skill check. But because we're not entirely confident that we can make it, it might be a good idea if no one puts any cards whatsoever. We'll just accept the loss without spending any resources on it.
And what do the numbers mean? The 12.
That's the power. That's the number of the skill check. And if you look at your cards in the top left, each card has a number. That's the power of the card. So if you add, say, a green 2, then you've added +2 to the skill check. If you added any other color, then those colors count as minus. So we need to get a positive 12 from green and purple cards, and we have to make sure that the Destiny deck or the traitors or the Cylons don't put in enough of the other colors to push that down. So
ideally, if you're all working as a team, you want to push it just a little bit over just to make sure the Destiny deck doesn't bring it down on average.
I see.
But one of the things to remember, secrecy is one of the key rules of this game. You cannot reveal what is in your hand at any point. You can say, I can help a little or I can help a lot or something like that. But that's, that's kind of the most of it.
Well, I mean, I can help a lot. I could say that. But given that everybody else doesn't seem
But if you're a Cylon, you'd say that to get us to waste our cards.
Well, he has to put in cards first, so he'd also be wasting his own cards.
Yeah, I'd be wasting my own first. So
I mean, we might be able to do it, but I don't
like the idea of several mutiny cards. That's the problem.
If I understand my card correctly, I think I can help a lot, but you guys probably won't believe me.
You know what?
Well, you can try. Okay, you two, if you think you can do it between yourselves, you can go for it. I can't really help.
All right, Briarstone has added a card. Just to let you know, the skill card values tend to range from 1 to 5. There are also some 0 value cards that generally do something when added to a skill check. As part of resolving the skill check, they will do something. And I'm not sure if this expansion includes any 6-value skill cards or not. 5 might be the highest, I'm not sure. Anyway, so Briarstone has added 1 card.
Yep. I would just like to say that Doc Coddle, I mean, he sees in the moment. I mean, look at that face. This is what he does.
All right. Hilo is up next. You can add cards if you would like.
I'm going to add 0.
All right. I will also add 0.
Have we brought a Cylon or a Mad Dog?
I have nothing that could help. Yes, technically, tactics is part of Boomer's skill set, but I did not draw any tactics cards.
So just so I understand correctly, even though some of these cards, I'm not going to say what they are because that's not allowed apparently, even though some of them say like action and some of them say no, they don't say action, any card that's the right color can be used.
That's right.
Yes.
Actions do nothing in skill checks. Some of the cards will explicitly say skill check, in which case they'll have an impact here.
It's just the point value of the card.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
What if you? I can't say much without trying to reveal.
Or if you put in the wrong color, it's a negative.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. No. So I'm next, right? It's me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I think I'm doing this right. I put in 1.
You've added 1 card to the skill check.
I can trust you.
Well, we think. We'll see.
What, 'cause
now
you
it's
thought
back
that I
to
wasn't
Tom
gonna do it?
Zarek.
Well, considering my board is not updating, but the fact remains, I don't have enough power to help you guys. I don't think.
Okay.
And also, I would kind of like to see what colors are in the skill check deck now to see if anyone actively tried to sabotage us.
Nor, if you right-click on my name
Yeah.
in the multiplayer thing and choose synchronized, it should bring your board up to the correct state.
So
Yeah, that's the problem. It doesn't.
we've had 2 player cards go
Probably
in.
because there's 2 of you in the game.
Player cards max out +5, so that's a maximum. If they were, playing legit and played the best cards possible, that's only maximum +10. We need 12.
Well, I did my
right
part,
now, yeah.
so-
But there's also 2 cards in the deck of Destiny, which might be good or might be bad. The problem is only 2 colors are good, and 3 colors plus the treachery cards are all bad. So almost certainly this is going to fail.
I believe in destiny.
I still tried.
right.
That's what matters.
Well, let me go and we'll flip over the skill check deck over here.
Reward.
So we've got that is 2 to the bad. That is 5 to the good. That is another 2 to the, or another 3 to the bad. So we're at 0 right now, and a big +5 to the good. So we ended up with a total of 5. It feels like people probably spent 2 big helpful cards, and all for naught.
Yeah.
So we still fail. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lose 1 morale. Let me decrease the morale counter, and yeah, we all have to draw 1 mutiny card because right now none of us have any. So in the cards pile, if you go to mutiny, you can draw 1 to your hand.
Mutiny.
I haven't actually played with mutiny cards yet, so I'm really excited to see exactly what they do.
Me neither, actually. Draw 2 hand.
So what did I get here?
Kick me and invite me if you can.
Okay.
This is very annoying.
You're in the main room right now?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what mutiny cards are, and what are treachery cards?
Treachery cards are skill cards that are always bad. When you add them to a skill check, they're always negative.
So it's like a 6th color that just never appears on the skill check.
That's right.
Okay.
And often when they're included in a skill check result, they often have an extra side effect, like everyone draw mutiny cards or something. Set the something I shouldn't have said that out loud. Not that it really matters. And that's that.
It sounds like a Cylon's winding up.
I'm not
All right.
silent. I tried to help.
Oh, here's the other thing. Now that we've done the skill check, we have to resolve the bottom of the card, which requires that raiders become activated. There are 3 raiders on the board, so their AI is very simple. If there's a Viper in their space sector, they will attack the Viper. If there's not, but there's a civilian ship, they'll attack the civilian ship. If there are no civilian ships in their sector, they will move towards the closest one, and if the distance is equal, they will move clockwise. So right now, the 3 raiders will simply move clockwise to this space sector right here.
And civilian ships have very important stuff on them.
Yeah, when one gets destroyed, you flip it over, and you find out what was in it, which is usually some population, but sometimes might also be fuel or something like that. And I believe that brings us to the end of Tom Zarek's turn. So discard that. I will move the initiative token to Doc Coddle. And I think this might be a good place to put a cut in here, because we're about 30 minutes or so into this. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Do check the links down below in the description box for everyone who is playing this game. All of us are YouTubers. You should go and subscribe to all of our channels. Also, some of us will be broadcasting this, so you can go and see what the game looks like from someone else's perspective there. And in any case, make sure to like and comment and tell us what rules we've forgotten, because certainly we will probably have missed some, but that's okay. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Stay shiny.
Bye bye.
Nada.